Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry and this is Your Own Adventure. Today we're going to go check out an old cemetery site back here in the middle of the Ocala National Forest. It's the Griggs Cemetery, what used to be called Griggs Field, an old homestead site that was around during colonial Florida. We're going to check it out. We're right off the main road here on Highway 40 in the middle of the Ocala National Forest. It's a beautiful day for exploring and we're going to go check out some old history. So let's go. Kind of hunting around this forest road trying to find the site, and again we're going based off of really old blog posts to find this thing. This is kind of a road though, so I might come back here and maybe check it out. Could probably drive back here about 1/10 of a mile. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna see. Less than 3 miles off the paved city streets, and you start to question the vastness of these woods. Walking down this small cut, what likely used to be a main roadway leading back to a small community, has been overtaken by the land. This land is now federally owned and open to explore, but please do so safely and responsibly. We utilize the GPS on our smartphones and make sure that we are always aware of our surroundings. Right here you can see some remains of what looks to be building foundation and stone. These are definitely old, they're not brought in here. I'm trying to find any sort of cool remains out here while I can. The bugs are crazy though. It's hard to even stand still for longer than 1 second, but that's kind of what I could find out here. You can see that at one time this was a sort of community that was probably flourishing. Nice logging road going down that way, coming out to one of the main roads. Cammy is way down there just running because, man, the mosquitoes they're so bad. If there's anything that I could tell you though, you really don't want to be running through the woods because it creates circumstances where you could trip, break an ankle, step on a snake without knowing it. Multitude of things could happen if you're running through the woods without concern. You can see that people are still coming out here. Oh, there is some remnants of, looks like a concrete pillar. Let I go and check this out, hopefully not step on a snake. Right there, that is definitely from a homestead site. That's not something that was brought out. There's another corner right there, so probably right here sat an old house. And little has been recorded about the families who lived in this area, known as Electra at the time. What is recorded? The Griggs, Sellers, and Forts all moved to Marion County from the Carolinas in 1848 through to the early 1850s. They were eventually all family, and within the Griggs Cemetery and Electra Cemetery lies the only remaining history of the area. The last known relative passed away in the early 2000s. One hard connection can be seen on a map of Marion County from 1892. A simple misspelling of the surname Sellers with a C can be seen just north of Electra. This may be coincidence, but likely the general area of the Sellers and Griggs fields. Now, one of the last known landmarks of the area, dating back to the late 1800s, fenced and chain-linked, protected and preserved by those loved ones who might still be with us today. This site will remain a connection not only for the families of those lost, but also for those of us who want to reach out, retrace, and relive history that is still with us today. This is the last remaining site of the cemetery. There's so many bugs out here that we're gonna have to come back and explore this during the winter time. But you can see right behind me, it's fenced off. It hasn't looked to be maintained in a long time. And there's other building sites in the area that we'll come back to, but just wanted to show you where it's at. We're out here in the middle of nowhere. And this is so wild that the mosquitoes are taking control of any person that comes out here. Like, there are so many of them just swarming us. It's really hard to, it is really hard to explain how many mosquitoes there are out here. Okay, so right behind this fence is some of the gravestones, and I am not huge into filming gravestones, but it is a very cool piece of history. These are very old, dating back to the 1800s. But again, we can't stick around for too long, and I really apologize for that. We'll make sure to put some history and recorded resources of things that have been found out here in the video for the time being. But that was Old Griggs Cemetery. If you want to see more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to go out there and create your own adventure however you can. Spread some positivity. See you later. Mahalo.